Hey, um, so it's been some time since we talked last. Last time we talked, I think you were, I want to say, still in high school. Anyways, I am, as some people might say, well, being frank with you, I don't know if there's any way to put this without totally shocking you and driving you away from this conversation. I am a magic user. I am a wizard. I guess that's the best way I can put it towards you, at least. I have no idea if that even registers as something for you. And none of that stupid, swish and flick stuff from, Harry Potter or, a bunch of potions in a dark black room. I'm not an evil person like that. No, hold on. It's more of a time spent learning. You'll see I draw these little symbols in the air and they create something, or in some cases destroy something. And that's just how it is. And that's just how it works for me, I guess. So, last talk, we were in high school together, actually. And I was beginning my adventure into this absolute insanity that has become my life. And I noticed you had the spark too, but I don't want to say anything in fear of pissing you off, scaring you away, thinking, you might think I was crazy, stuff like that. But now, I'm a little more confident in myself, let's just say. And I've been watching you almost every single day. And I've decided now to tell you, and I know it's kind of weird, me, sneaking into your room in the middle of night, but it's fine. It's not too much of a, health hazard for you or myself. I pretty much have us frozen in a time bubble, and it's not like anybody can break in here, And if somebody were to somehow subvert my time bubble, which would mean they'd use magic themselves and come in here, well, long story short, it would not be... It would be a very different type of meeting than, if your father were to break in. So, I guess I gotta tell you where I started with all this. I first started, thinking back now, be 8 years ago. My father showed me some magical abilities, and it was more of an accident, actually, that my mother died. There was a car accident on the street, and my mother went out to go help the person, not realizing that there was a fire caused by one of the engines, and the amount of fuel being leaked by the other one. It was a rear ending, but it was really bad. It was, I can't go into it. But mother ran out there, and she went to go save somebody and try to pull them out. The car caught on fire. She was inside. Things happen. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, my father attempted some revival magic and trading his life for hers to bring her back, but it did not work. Ended up almost depowering him completely. And he spent days trying to re-rest up to attempt the ritual again, but unfortunately, the morgue gets a hold of it. They get the body, they dress the body up. She's put in the grave. You can't bring her back. Everybody knows now. So, my father's issues aside, he'd be willing to tell the entire family about his abilities, but he just wasn't allowed to. The institution that he was a part of, Magical One, was like, no, you can't do it. So, because I'm related to him, on a very personal level, obviously, I was allowed to know. And I was allowed to begin training. Took me a while to become I would say, a relative master at it. And I, ran into you in high school while I was still learning it. And, I actually got one of your hairs. This is kind of dumb. And, with that, I was able to constantly watch over you with a very simple spell I learned early on. And, I noticed you getting picked on. And I noticed those girls who, let's just say, there are things that I can't say here because I want you to think I'm a good person. But I saw the way they treated you and I wanted to fix that. And so I took care of the situation. You remember how all 4 of them died in a tragic incident where the car slipped off the side of the road and just went right into the water? None of them were found. That might have been me. It was a very warm day out. Even though it was winter, I didn't plan it well enough. A lot of people thought there was something going on with the car. It was a warm day in winter, but I used some ice magic and put that on the road. Anyways, the institution kind of heard a bit of that, and, I like to think I'm quite powerful myself, and, well, no, I think it's fine for me to say I don't have a big ego if I say I objectively am quite powerful, and the institution wanted to throw me out, take away my powers, lock me up. That institution no longer exists, so it was a raving battle where I took on all the masters, defeated them. My own father died fighting, not with me, but against me. And now I'm a rogue wizard, I guess you could say. And it's kind of nice, actually. I don't have these rules and regulations I need to follow, and this sort of only happened recently. It took them a while to get through the entire magical investigation, but once it happened, I finished it, and, I battled them. I took a couple days and relaxed in the institution before destroying it entirely. I hear there's going to be a library put up there, because they can now actually see that it's a vacant lot, and, there is some strong magic protecting it. And, anyways, I took a couple years traveling around, still watching you always, learning about the rest of the world and what else is out there, and learning about the threats. And then I came back to you, and now I'm here. And I'm asking you to come with me, be my apprentice, learn with me. It's very simple, and whatever you're doing right now, it's not worth it. I know you're in college, but how do I put this? That's never gonna matter to you. I mean, look, just like that, there's $500 in my hand. And it's not like I'm making the money, which would be highly illegal. That's counterfeiting. No. It's just transferred out of some rich person's bank account and into here. Just like that. Now I've got $1,000. See, I can send them back just like that, wave my hand, and they're gone. So, I set that little trick up just to show you that money is not an object here, and that going to college and having a fulfilled life isn't really a thing that needs to go on with you. You don't even need to die if you don't want to. As I said, my father's revival spell was my father was a weak wizard in reality, and it was most definitely a last-ditch effort of his to try to revive my mother. In fact, I have a strong belief that my mother might have been an extremely powerful wizard, but was just held back by either the magical community or her own moral inhibitions. And my father's survival magic was very weak, and if I would have known how to done it, I would have been able to do it without even sacrificing myself. And I don't know. Thinking about my parents, it's not a fun thing for me, but I want you to come with me. I've been watching you for a really long time now. I know how you act, I know how you treat other people. You treat them not necessarily with kindness and compassion, but extremely pragmatically. And that's extremely important to me. I want you to treat everybody with not kindness. Kindness is too easily used. No. Treat everyone with sensible. I can't think of the word. I had the whole speech planned out, and I can't think of the word. It's odd. I mean, you think with all the fact, the millennia of knowledge I have inside my head, the time I've spent roaming around learning about the world, I would remember a single word. Treat everyone sensibly. The respect they have earned, you give them that, but if they have earned no respect, you don't give them that. How does that sound? An adventure of a lifetime with me for the rest of your life. However long that might be, whether we extend it or not, your choice. Never worry about any of those people that ever bother you. Never worry about that one guy that keeps asking for your phone number even though you're clearly not interested. Never worry about any of that stuff again. Just come with me. How's that sound?